Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. So we're making this cute little project and it's a little pouch and it's got a belly band and it opens up and it holds a little tea bag. Isn't that lovely? Just a simple thank you. I think this would be great as a table favour. You could put an after 8 mint in here. Lots of different ideas. And then you've got your little belly band that goes over the top. Isn't it cute? Now this uses the Glorious Gingham designer series paper and this colour here is Blueberry Bushel. We're going to use a different colourway now. We're going to use Berry Burst, which is also a returning colour. And we've got a piece here that measures 7.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And we're going to score on the long side at 3 inches and 6 inches. And then on the short side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to turn it around on the other side and score still on the short side, again at 1/2 inch. And that is all your scoring done. So what we're going to do now, if you've got your piece of paper with, you'll see here there's a small little rectangle and then two larger sort of almost square shape, not quite, larger rectangles. You're going to cut on this 1/2 inch score line all the way until the second score line. So let me show you. I'm going to cut along the score line until the second score line. And then you're going to cut off at a little angle, just like that. So you're going to do the same on the other side, along the score line to the second score line, and then you're going to cut it off at a little angle like that. And then the bottom here, this little 1/2 inch, you're just going to do another little angle cut like that, mitre cut. Okay, and that's your cutting done. So now we're just going to fold on these score lines. So let's fold. Last one, let's fold. And now this is going to fold up just like that. So now this little piece here at the top where you've got this 1/2 inch score line, I'm going to just round the corners. It just makes it look a bit nicer. So I'm just using a corner rounder. I don't know where I got this one. It's been in my stash for donkey's years. Now I'm going to bring in the designer series paper, still Glorious Gingham, but Berry Burst. Okay, and all the measurements for these will be on the blog post on my website, and you can find that in the description box below. Now these two small pieces of designer series paper, I'm just going to round the corners on one side to match the top of our pouch, just like that. Okay, and now we can place our paper down. So I'm going to have one on the back, one on the front. Okay, so I love this Glorious Gingham paper. It's really so pretty, don't you think? This is such a cute project. If you like this project, I would be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. It really does help with the algorithms. Not just me, but any content creator on YouTube. And if you are enjoying the videos, please do consider subscribing. I would love to have you. So there we go. And now we're going to do our little pouches, our little flap rather, of our pouch. There we go, and you could always, change your measurements for things like this, and you could even make a little gift card one. You can do all sorts of things. It's just a basic pocket pouch, and it's very adaptable, I think. So I like things that are adaptable. Okay, so now we're ready to fold up our pouch, and it's going to come together just like that. Isn't that lovely? So let's put some glue on these little tabs here. I'm just using Tombow because it gives me a little bit of wriggle room and it's strong. I wouldn't use Seal. I don't think it's strong enough. Seal Plus would work, but not Seal on its own. So I'm just going to use make sure everything is lined up straight. and then use my bone folder just to make sure it's all nicely stuck down. And there you've got your little pouch. So you can take your tea bag, and I don't know where I got these tea bags from. Never drink or eat anything from my craft room. It must have been there for donkey's years. Just a warning. There we go. There's a little pouch. So set that aside. We're going to make our belly band. Our belly band is a piece of cardstock that measures 1 inch in, and we're just going to fold it around. So this is better. I find this is the easiest way for me to make sure it fits, is just to do it like this. Pinch it as you go around, so then you know exactly where it's meant to be. And then I'm going to cut it off here because it's a bit long. And then I'm just going to use my bone folder on those pinch points to get a crisp fold. And now I know it's going to fit my pouch exactly. In case, it's easier to do it this way in case your scoring hasn't been accurate. This way you don't need to worry, but make sure it's not too tight because you do want it to be able to go around. So, keeping everything straight, I'm going to put a dab of glue here, dab of glue there, and bring these two pieces to meet and just give it a pinch. Check that it moves. It does. That's great. So set that aside to dry for a second, and let's do a quick bit of stamping. Got a scrap here of basic white. Stamp set is Pansy Patch, and I'm using the sentiment this time that says thank you. Going to stamp again in Blueberry Bushel ink. You could stamp in Berry Burst as well and keep it very tonal, but I've got Blueberry Bushel here, so we're using Blueberry Bushel. And I personally love blue and pink together. I think they just go, all this berry colour, whatever you want to call it. To me, it's a pinky colour. Okay, and then I've got this great punch. This is the double oval punch. And I'm going to cut a piece from a scrap here of Berry Burst. And I'm going to just cut here the scalloped piece. And then I'm going to bring in my thank you, and I'm going to cut this out with the bottom punch, which is just the straight unscalloped side. Center it. Punch. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of all those bits, and let's stick this to our top. Let's put this in the center. Great thing, as I've said many a time about Tombows, it gives you a little wriggle room. And then I'm going to put this down on our card. I'm not going to pop it up because I think it's popped up enough already with the pouch. I'm going to put the glue on my belly band, then I know it's exactly where I want it to be, and it's not going to go. I'm not going to put the glue. If I put the glue maybe on this, you can see there's a slight overhang and it might go on my pouch and then it won't move. If I put it on the belly band, it's always going to be fine. So there we go. Finishing touches. Some rhinestones. Except this one doesn't want to come. Come on, rhinestone. Okay, there we go. That will do. So there are your two little pouches that will hold your little tea bags. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, as I said, please do consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up. All the information is on the blog post, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.